Oh, welcome everyone. This is Dr. Norbert calling you from his artist residence here in lovely Norfolk. I'm here tonight with Ollie from the London MCP Meta. Ollie is an analyst by trade and helped us develop a brand new way to do pairings for the team tournament coming up for the Across the Bifrost Team Championship happening in January. So Ollie, thank you very much for thinking this through for us. And maybe you could tell us, I'm going to explain a little bit about how it, like the principle of it, and then maybe you could explain what your thinking was when you designed it. And then
Sounds good.
Yep, and then we're going to demonstrate it so everybody can understand how it works prior to coming to the event, and so there's less confusion on the day. So basically what this means is that we have two teams of 5 players each, and we're going to represent that on the table here with a leadership card for each of them. I'm going to be 5 different evil leaders, and you're going to be 5 different good leaders. And just for people to understand, we're going to use these like crisis cards on top of the card to indicate it's hidden, because we can't hide them because they have 2 sides. So it would be hard to see otherwise what we meant. So that's how we're going to illustrate it here on TTS. But the point is that you've designed it such that one of the teams gets what you're calling the best of 3 matchup twice, which means that you get more information about the different possibilities of the matchups as you're making that pairing. But so you get to pick that twice. One of the teams gets to pick it twice, so they have the best information and they're picking it twice. The other team only gets to do that once, but they get to pick more matchups altogether. So they get to pick
Yes.
more. Yeah. And then, of course, the team, for each matchup, whoever does the matchup, the other team then gets to pick which of the 5 tables to play on. So tell us a little bit of your thought process putting this together.
I think there's pairing processes in every game system, right? But I think the 2 that we have predominantly for MCP, we have the one that is used at Nations, run by Tony Moore.
Yep.
Which I personally think is the fairer of the 2 that we had up to now.
Okay.
But it involves more picking up and putting down of cards, which can slow things down, be a bit of a faff.
And confusing.
And then you have the one that's used. Yeah. And then you have the one that's used at WTC, which I think is much slicker because the cards always stay on the table. But the way that currently works, I don't think it's particularly balanced and fair, because, I mean, if you look at the prior roll that is done at the start, I don't think anyone has ever won the prior roll and said they'd like to be Team B.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so what I wanted to do with these was give a bit more agency to Team B, in the hope that maybe we might see a bit more of an even split of who wins the prior roll, picking Team A or Team B.
Well, actually,
really interesting changes to the game.
You've actually eliminated that even further. There's no picking after the priority roll.
Well, there's no picking, yeah. But I mean, there's no picking in this, because hopefully what it means is it's led to a much fairer process
Outcome.
where it actually doesn't matter which team you are.
Exactly. It's just a matter of knowing if you're on one team, Team A, you need to think about how the pairings work from that perspective to get the most out of it. Whereas if you then become Team B because of the priority roll, you need to think differently about how to do the matchups to get the most advantage out of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's all about, again, speed and efficiency. I like the fact that your cards all stay down on the table for WTC because it's quick, it's more efficient. And the eliminating the choice after the prior roll is another one of those decision steps that is taken away from you. And in a world where, like we say in WTC, everyone wins the prior roll and picks Team A anyway, it shouldn't be too much of a loss.
Yeah.
Also, it's a random prior roll, so it's basically the same as flipping a coin.
Yeah. So let's do that. So let's pretend we rolled priority roll each, and you happen to win. If you win, you automatically become Team A. And
yeah.
If you're following along with the rules in the rules pack, it's written as that. So you're Team A. You're going to be, as I said, the good guys. So you're on the blue side of the table, and I'm going to be the bad guys. Okay. So what happens first is that both teams decide to put down one roster hidden. So I'm going to lead with Kingpin.
And I'm going to lead with Iron Man, and we're going to hide that. I'm going to drag that up over here.
Right. Okay. So we put those down hidden. Then we simultaneously reveal them.
Oh my goodness, you've put down Kingpin.
An Iron Man? How dare you? Is he a good guy? It's hard to say.
I'd like to think he's the good guy he's the good guy that keeps the others on their toes.
That's right. He's the lawful good guy. All right. So now what we do is we put down 3 hidden rosters across from the opponent.
3.
3.
This is the first point of difference from the WTC system.
Yeah. So I'm going to say...
And this is what enabled our best of 3 matchups.
Yes, exactly. So we have 3 hidden things. So go ahead and hide them. Okay, cool. All right. So then once we've done that, we reveal.
All 6 get flipped.
Yep. And then Team A picks one of the 3 rosters from across their roster to complete a matchup. And then...
So I'm going to pick...
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to pick Doc Ock.
Okay, but because you made the pick, I'm going to decide what table it is on, and I think I would rather play on the leftmost table, so I'm going to put it there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say, oh, of course, Daredevil into Kingpin, obviously. And which table do you want to pick?
And I'm going to pick the table next to you, so I'm going to put those on that table there.
Brilliant. Okay, cool. So then... starting with Team A's matchup, the team which didn't pick them. Okay, I'm sorry, I said that right. Team B then chooses 1 matchup from the remaining 3 Team A rosters. So
what happens is I bring these 2 back to the middle, and then my 3rd roster joins the choice list.
Yep.
And then your 2 rosters.
Yep. I get to pick now.
And you can pick
one of these.
Any matchup that's left on the table.
Right. So Thanos and She-Hulk want to tango. Where do you want them to play?
I want them to play on this left-hand side table.
Right. Okay, cool.
So I'm going to throw you around.
So then I put my last roster up. Now, so go ahead and finish.
So you can move there. So this is where your last roster has been hidden the whole time. So Team B can hide a roster as well.
Yeah,
they've got a roster that's got a load of bad matchups.
Hiding, not so far as that it's like people will know which one it is, but you're protecting it. Let's say it's a better word. Yeah,
you're protecting it. Yeah, not hiding it.
Yeah. Cool.
We'll do 2 really thematic matchups, and we'll do Storm X-Men versus Magneto, and we'll do Captain America versus Red Skull.
Right, and then I'll go ahead and pick the tables.
Pick both of those tables. Right. There we go.
And that's it. Done. So I think people could see that you're Team A, and you got to pick. More matchups because you got to pick 2 at the very end, but you also got to pick one of the best of 3 type ones, which was right at the beginning, basically. Whereas I got to pick right at the beginning one of the best of 3s, and then the next round also got to pick one of the best of 3s.
Yeah, with an extra roster of your own, so you really you can really maximize how you use that roster.
Right. Exactly.
How you use that pick.
And as you said, Team B gets to protect one of their rosters a little bit. I mean, there's still, at the end, that the protected roster could go into one of 2 things, so it's not fully protected.
Yeah.
But it is, relatively well protected.
Yeah, and if you, I don't know, you say you have a webs roster, and you see that I've got a convocation roster that's got loads of mystic attacks in it.
Okay.
For instance. You've got more opportunities to remove that convocation roster because you get to pick in that final 2 of 3. You have theoretically seen all of my rosters and got to choose matchups against all of them. Mm-hmm. So you could take that convocation roster out of play if you really wanted to.
Yes. Okay. Got it. All right. Cool. Well, it's short and sweet, but that's the whole point. We hope people get some value out of this. I would watch it more than once and then discuss with your team about how you want to react if you win the priority role and become Team A, or if you lose it and become Team B, because there's no choice in the matter. You just have to approach the pairing process differently, depending on if you're Team A or Team B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And cool. Always, if anyone's got any questions, I'm more than happy to take them and field them, and happy to chat through this kind of thing. I workshopped it in my own head for quite a long time, so hopefully it plays well.
Yeah, and we're going to ask people for their feedback after the January event and see how it's received and whether it had any obvious problems. But let's hope for the best. All right, everyone. Thank you. Good. Thank you very much, Ollie, for your time. I appreciate it. And we hope to see you at across the Bifrost tournament in the very near future. Take care and good night.